What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Viva Los Bills. Buffalo Will, cousin Vin. What's up?
What's up,
How's it going, bro?
man? That was a little extra whip out there, right there, man. That was like you got a little pep in your step. You wasn't sounding like that against the Jaguars last week.
Woo-hoo! That's right. There was nothing. There was no saying anything. I'm over here trying to upload some stuff still while I'm talking to you. It's a better week. We got to win. I can't hate on the Bills this week, which is great. Even though I don't hate on them anyway. I just get disappointed. Just like everybody else. No disappointment this week. They did what they had to do. They smacked up the Jets like they were supposed to. But we'll get to that. What's up, everybody on Single, Facebook, Blackjack Network, I-95 Sports? What's going on, everybody? You want to start out with your brew? While I log over here and try to get some info real quick.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and get your info, man. Viva Los Bills. By the fans, for the fans. As you guys know, every single week we introduce a beer. So if you guys are tailgating or just chilling at home, and you in Walmart or somewhere, you're a liquor store, and you say, "Hey, man, I wonder what that beer looks like." You can see what we do every week, and we'll give you the update on what the beers are like. So this week I got me one. It's called Winter Stern. I personally never seen it before. If you guys want to look at it right there, it's a German lager beer. It's a 4.8, and their motto over here says "Old World Brewed." It's beginning in 1516. Germany instituted purity law stating beer can only be made using 4 ingredients: water, hops, malted barley, and yeast. Now, 500 years later, the spirit of the Reinheitsgebot, I don't know, it's German, so all you German fans, don't get on my case. I don't want to get no emails about it. But anyway, it says tradition continues by bringing you Winter Stern pure lager beer. Prost. So I'm gonna give it a shot. You guys know the rules: 2, 3 sips, and we rate the beer. So here goes my first. I'm gonna take 2 in one shot because I know you dying to talk over there.
No, it almost sounds like one of the beers I tried, but the can didn't look like that. So I wonder.
It's actually really good, man. It's actually really good.
I wonder if that's the same beer I had, but the can wasn't looking like that. Maybe the same company, but not the same beer. So
to put in perspective, it tastes like a Heineken without the bad aftertaste. If that makes any sense. For all you guys that drink Heineken, without that bitter aftertaste, it's just like a Heineken without that. So I like it, man. And 1 out of 5, 1 through 5, I give this man to 4.2. Man, I could see myself at a tailgate. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to Winter Stern, man. Lager beer, German beer. It's like like I said, it's like a Heineken without the bitter aftertaste. So I can mess with it. I could see myself at a tailgate and watching the Bills game and having a couple of these on the barbecue and just chilling out. So hey, yeah, shout out to them, man. I give it 4. What did I say? 4.2.
Yeah, 4.2.
4.2. Winter Stern. There it is. Winter Stern. Y'all check it out.
All right. So everybody, I didn't do beer this week. We say beer. We even had alcohol. We've done whatever we wanted. I think I did whiskey once. You did coquito. You did something else. Yeah. I forgot what it was last year. Yep, Fireball. So I'm going to do a little different. This is a little different cup. It's supposed to support a cigar here. My sister-in-law got it for me as a little gift.
Okay.
But I'm not drinking what I'm supposed to drink in this type of cup. So if any kids are watching, you might want to cover their eyes just for a second. So I'm going to drink a wine. I'm going to have some wine, and it's a red wine blend from California. This is a 2019 bottle. But wait for the name.
Hold on. Is that a celebratory wine because we beat the Jets, or is it like a special occasion wine, or are you just doing it just to do it?
It's a wine that I opened up yesterday, and I was like, hey, I'll have some more today. But the name, pretty good. But if there's any kids out there, cover their eyes real quick. So when the first time I saw this wine, I saw the bottle. I saw the bottle, and I asked the guy. I was like, "Hey, is this true or what?" And he started cracking up. There's an Indian gentleman over here by where I live. There's a liquor store, and he started cracking up. And he's like, "No, it is actually pretty good." So, as you can see, good fucking wine. Now it is actually good. I went to another liquor store and I was like, "Hey, do you guys have?" I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. And I asked the lady the name, and I think she looked at me like I was lying. And she's like, "No, we don't have that wine." But
I don't think I could ask for it like that. I might have to write it on a piece of paper and slide it to the cashier or something like that.
So they actually make a rosé. I bought 2 bottles, but I haven't tried. But the wine is pretty good. I'll read the little description on the back. A delicious red blend exhibiting amazing concentrations of dark fruit aromas and taste. Blueberries, blackberries, and overripe black cherry. Flavors explode on the palate with a plush, savory finish. There is nothing easy to say other than that. This is just a good fucking wine. That's the description on the back. Pardon my French. And it actually is.
That's like a description of candy.
When I read the back, I love blackberries. I love all this stuff. And I was like, let me try it. Love blueberries. So blueberries, blackberries, black cherry flavors. Pretty damn good. And I don't get all that acidicness afterwards, you know. So I wish you guys could see it because my cup's tilted, but you can't. But salute, cheers, chindan.
Cheers, hey! But before we salute her, you didn't give it no numbers, you didn't give it nothing, man.
I will tell you right now, this is my favorite wine that I've had in a while, except for 13 Crimes or something like that, or Criminals. They have a Snoop Dogg one that's actually pretty good too, but this is probably my favorite. I'm going to give it 4.5. My highest rating to date.
Whoa, you lucky I don't have no sound effects. It would have been like, that's the highest rating we've ever given any alcohol beverage. I think the highest rating was a 4.3 before, so you just reached the pinnacle at 4.5 out of 5. So that, hey, what's the name of that beer? Because I ain't gonna say it. What's the name of that wine so people could check it out?
There it is. Ask for it by name.
There it is.
Ask it for it by name. By name. Anyway, it's tasty wine. I must say, it's good. I like it. All right, how'd you do with your picks? Let's start talking some football.
Man, I thought I'd do a lot better, but I wound up going 8-6 straight up. I don't know how you fared out, but we were pretty close in our picks. A couple surprises here and there, you know, a couple not so surprises. I'm looking forward to this week. This week we play the Colts, as you guys know. Last year, actually off season, my prediction was, I hate to say it, but the Colts would be one of our losses. Hopefully that ain't the case this week, because I think before we get into it, I think this is a very important game for both the Colts and the Bills going into the second half of the season to see how they fare off for the rest of the season. Either team, it's very important. We're gonna look for a playoff atmosphere game right here.
Yeah, this is, like you said, playoff game. Can't deny that one. Trying to look for something real quick. But by the way, thanks to the guys for initial podcast. They had me out on Monday. They were gonna have you on, but I knew it was late, and I was like, Vinny's not gonna be able to make that. It was an hour show, so we started almost at 10. And I was like,
at 10 o'clock, I was in my fifth dream.
That's what I was like. I know Vinny's gonna probably be sleeping. They're Jet guys, Jet fans, so they had me out to recap the game. Pretty cool. I told them maybe we'll have them on one day.
Absolutely, man.
Straight up, I went 7-7. Kind of rough. It's probably one of my worst so far this year. And against the spread, I went 5-9. You know, Cam came back. Cam looked good. They were able to beat the Cardinals. That was one I didn't have. I didn't think they were going to do that. Didn't you take the 49ers?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you took the 49ers. I was like, no way. I take the Rams. Lost.
Yep, that's the one I got over you. Yeah, that's why I went 8-6. He went 7-7. That was the difference game because we pretty much went down the line with our picks.
That guy who doesn't contact our show anymore got to win. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
Those
Cousins
guys got to win. I guess
you figure he tried to contact us and celebrate with us. He got the W. We drink. Lift our cups up for him and stuff. But Kirk Cousins, you slacking, man. Give us a call.
Slacking. You know who's slacking? Bobby. What happened to Bobby? Bobby said we were gonna have phone calls at one point. Come on, Bobby. Stop working. Stop playing around. Let me stop before Bobby kicks us off the air. Let's play this McDermott. It's been a while since we have a speech, but here we go. Let's listen to this real quick.
Not an easy week at all, but we got to take the lessons we learned this past week all the way through the rest of the season, right? Leadership, phenomenal job, man. Leaders, great job. Great team win, man. Great team win.
Hey! Yo. We don't ride the roller coaster, huh, man?
No, sir.
We stay steady as we focus on the next week.
Yep.
Enjoy this one. Let's get to it next week. Yep. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
It's good when we get to play something, when we get to hear them talk, As long as they stay hungry, let's throw this up here. Bam! Throw the little mini flag. All right. The game went pretty much like it should have went. The only thing I was worried about was our offensive line. They played pretty damn good. And I was worried if the Jets got a running game going, which pretty much didn't really happen. I think we gave up one decent run to them. What was it, like a 15-yard run later on? I think that was in the second half. Coleman had Mike White, the kid. I think he was just overmatched. Our defense just ate him up. I mean, the whole game plan was fine. Could have ran a little bit more, but I didn't have no complaints, really. What
were the stats in our running game last week, if you got them available?
Last week, rushing 24 carries as a whole, the whole unit, 139 yards, average 5.8, 4 touchdowns on the ground. Singletary, 7 carries, 43 yards. He had a 15-yard run for a long. Matt Breida, who came in, 3 carries, 28 yards. He averaged 9.3. He had a 15-yard run. He did fumble that ball that nobody even touched him.
I know.
That was a little suspect, and I think that got him to ride the pine. Zach Moss, 7 carries, 27 yards, averaged 3.9. He had a touchdown long of 11. Emmanuel Sanders had a carry. That helped because he had 24 yards on that one. McKenzie with his 2 jet sweeps there. 2 for 17, 8.5 yards. And he had the 1 touchdown. Josh Allen this week, only 2 carries, 3 yards. And Davis Webb.
That's good. That's a stat I like as long as we're winning.
Yeah. Davis Webb, 2 for -3. So that was pretty much more of a sack than anything. I didn't like the fumble by Matt, but it was nice to see him in there, So that was good. And they handed off the ball.
Yeah, he was part of the first drive of the game with the score. I mean, I don't think we scored like that in the first drive in a long time. You probably know the stat better than I do. But also another stat defensively, man, all 5 DBs had a takeaway. I think there was something like since 1967. It hasn't been done for the Buffalo Bills. So that's a long time. That's 54 years. I saw a post game about them bragging about I like the humble and hungry stuff. I don't like when there you go. Those are my boys right there. All 5 of them had a takeaway. For those that are tuning in.
Every starter had a takeaway, like you said. Yep. Go ahead. I'm going to look for that stat, whatever it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. And, they were kind of joking around hey, Micah Hyde was yeah, we knew somebody needed something. And, it kind of hey, guys, stay hungry, stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened last week. You can have a bad week, and then, you're the laughing stock of the NFL. So you just got to keep plugging away.
1967.
Yeah, so I was right. In 1967, that's 54 years since that happened. And that's a great stat, though, for having all 5 DBs get a takeaway. And I don't know what our takeaway is, I think, plus 14 or 15 per game, I guess, on the stat in comparison
Turnovers.
to.
I think we're up there now. For what I read, they had us at plus 11, but I think that might be
Okay,
wrong. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that out.
it's got to be a little bit higher than that. We're
I think
probably in the
so.
top two, maybe not top in the NFL.
I think we're number one, and
Okay.
see, I think this is
Takeaways.
wrong. For what I read on the Buffalo Bills PR site, might have that wrong. I think we have 14 or something like that, or we have 15. I know we're number one, and then tied for second were the Pats, and who was the other team? Pats and somebody else right behind us. So, but the Patriots were tied with somebody behind us. I can't remember offhand who it was. So, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Patriots, hey, not for nothing. Patriots are right behind our heels in AFC East. They're a half game behind.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Don't they play tonight? They play tonight, don't they?
Yeah, they're playing tonight at
Pats play
5.
tonight, so.
All right.
Okay, so
real quick over here. Sorry to cut you off. What's this?
no, it's all good, man.
Chino commented, IPAs, nice. Then Puerto Ricans and shaking my head. Laugh out loud. Try 19 Crimes. I think that might be it. You said it.
What's
19
up, Chino?
Crimes is really good, bro. But the only one I've had other ones from their series. Actually, I only had probably 2 other ones. But for me, Chino, Snoops. This is my favorite. But go ahead. Sorry.
What's up, Chino? Shout out to you, man. Thanks for joining us and listening and all that. But getting back to this Jets game, it was a statement that we needed to make, man, because all eyes were on the Bills after that Jacksonville debacle. I was present there, and I told you, Will, I told my son during warmups, it just didn't feel right, man. And anybody that knows sports, you could tell when a team's warming up pretty much how it's gonna dictate in the game. So, plus the uniform, I told you every time we wear white jersey with blue pants, it's a wrap. But this week, we're gonna have blue jerseys with white pants, I believe. So hopefully it turns us around. Like I said, off season, one of my 3-game losses was the Colts. Hopefully that's not the case because we have the New England Patriots right on our heels, man, a half game behind. I'm going to be watching this game. I'm going to watch the remaining schedule. We play the Saints Thanksgiving, and then we play New England Patriots on a Monday Night Football. It's going to have huge implications. But right about now, I don't want to jump ahead. This game here against the Colts, it's got to be a statement game. The Colts need this win. They're running really good. Jonathan is doing really good over there, Jonathan Taylor. So if we could, I don't know if Star a little too late. I think we lost him for the year on IR.
No, is it for the whole year?
I believe so, man. I might want to check it out, but I could have sworn he's out for the year.
The last thing was you had COVID. He was positive for COVID-19 before the game.
Well, I'm gonna have to look it up, but I could have sworn maybe it's this German beer, man. I don't know, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong for real talk. Me too. And and Spencer Brown too is on the COVID. I don't know if you're gonna have that in the news, but I'm jumping ahead of myself. You the host, man. Go ahead. I'm just you Batman and I'm Robin. I'm just following you, bro.
Take it easy, Robin. All right, anyway, here's the game day breakdown. We usually throw this up. Tremaine Edmonds, you know what? He was out, but AJ stepped in there, played pretty damn good. Everybody stepped up and played. It's crazy that every starting defensive back had a pick. That was great. No issue there.
Not a pick. Get it right. It's a takeaway. Takeaways.
Takeaway, interception, whatever.
Oh, God. You say potato, I say potato. All right, go ahead.
Micah Hyde with the one strip from their receiver, too. He had that big play, getting into scoring position. Hyde ripped it up and recovered it. That was huge. Man, there was something you said that I wanted to touch on, and I forgot about it. I can't remember it now. Everybody stepped up. My boy Boogie didn't really get in the game much. A little disappointed because I thought he'd get a sack. Obata had a nice he played well. Everybody stepped up their game. There was
do you know the stats in terms of our bet? I know for those that are just joining the show, me and Will have a friendly bet. friendly wager. I have AJ Epinesa. No, not AJ Epinesa. Who do I have?
You have Greg Rousseau.
I have Greg Rousseau, and you picked Boogie Basham to see who was going to have the most sacks, and I picked Greg Rousseau. So, do you know the tally on that so far?
I could look it up, but Boogie's not getting the playing time. Greg is.
I don't care. You called it. I don't care.
I get it. But if Boogie was getting the time, I was hoping he got a garbage time sack, because they put him in towards the end of the game. I was like, man, I was wondering if he was actually playing, and he was there, and it was kind of rough. Also,
I think AJ's getting that time in. That's what it is.
Yeah, but Greg is getting a lot of time. I must say,
yes,
Greg is getting a lot of time. So let me see something if I could pop that up. Man, you touched on it. I wanted to touch on it, and I forgot about it.
The first drive of the Bills.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay. Matt Breida, fumble.
Now that I saw that, I was like, come on, man. Oh, that was it. Fourth quarter. You said, I remember. I was like, dude, why do they still have the starters in the fourth quarter? And you said, like you said, make a statement. At that point, they were already smacking them up. The third quarter is when they made their statement. And then, on the end around, McKenzie ended up getting
almost
hit
got killed
with his ankle, and luckily it wasn't that bad. But at that point in the fourth quarter, they should have taken out the starters. I get it if you want to put up those stats or whatever, but you're running that risk of an injury, and I wouldn't have had that. I would have been like, no, we're good. We already smacked them up. It's good to go. Let me see. On our bet here, I think we got it. And I don't think, for all the playing time, I don't think it's that bad. Defense, where's Boogie? Greg Rousseau has now straight sacks. He has 3.
No.
Total. Yeah. Well, you want the half sacks too? It just says
I want the half sack. Hey, a half sack is better than no sack.
It's 3, but they posted because Boogie has 1.5, so he's not that far behind.
No,
he's not even getting the playing time. That's what was driving me crazy.
If he would have got some of that garbage time against the Jets, he might have caught up to Greg.
Well, he did just in the fourth, like with 5 minutes left or something. But if he was playing as much time as Greg, he might have more sacks already.
Might, but might's a strong word, man.
Season's not over yet.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll give you that.
All right, let's talk some other news. Checking over here. The way, there you go, boy. All right. What's up, Vinny? Tino said, what's up?
What's up, big dog?
Always supporting the fellas. I messaged on Facebook. You're the one I'm drinking tonight with the ribeye I'm cooking. Oh, that's nice. You got a ribeye? Where's my ribeye? Scrub Chino. So I could go
Salute.
for some ribeye. Yeah, right. Salute, Chino.
That sounds good.
Hopefully Brenda's cooking and not you. All right. I don't know if you saw the news today. Antonio Brown's former personal chef said that Antonio Brown showed him his fake COVID-19 vaccine card. So Antonio Brown has supposedly, allegedly, had gotten himself and his girlfriend a fake COVID vaccine card. And I guess he fired the chef, or I don't know what happened, but he's blowing up his spot saying that he has a fake one. Now,
man, that's crazy. That's some crazy news. By the way, shout out to Angel, my boy Angel from Philly. He checked in. I want to say what's up to him. Him and the fan. Yeah. That's him. That's my boy Angel, big Philly fan. Always checks in with us. What's up, homie? But getting back to the news with Antonio Brown, man, that's some crazy stuff, bro. But that goes to show you of people getting scared of the cancel culture. Look what's going on with Beasley. Look what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. They're scared to speak up. Beasley isn't. Yeah. But there's a lot of guys, and Beasley knows, has gotten messages from a lot of guys that have the same mindset. They're free thinkers. You gotta, a lot of people don't agree with it. I don't mind. They're free thinkers. They're not Republican. They're not Democrat. They're just thinking for themselves, and they're opinionated. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we live in a society today that cancel culture will try to cancel you out just because you have an opinion that they don't agree with. So, To me, he would have been better off just being straight up about it and just getting it over with, because now you're gonna have people coming out just like the chef coming out talking about, hey, he gave me $500. He offered me $500 to get him a vaccination card and whatnot. So it looks a little bit more deceptive and sneaky. And he's no stranger to law, to law enforcement and all the stuff that he's got going on. So it doesn't help his case, is what I'm saying. So it's a really tough situation to be in. I respect his decision. I respect your decision. You got vaccinated. I didn't. I know you respect mine. And we go about our business. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got people now here, that are just cancel culture, bro. It is what it is. So I don't know how he's going to get out of this mess, but he's pretty deep in it.
Yeah, well, the thing was supposedly the Tampa Bay Buccaneers collected everybody's vaccine cards, sent them to the NFL to get reviewed, and I guess nothing came back shady. So I don't know. Like, who's lying? Is the chef lying? Or did Tampa really check into his card? We don't know. Like I said, this is a show by fans for the fans, and we just go with what we know or what we read off the internet. But that's what's going on so far. Chino says I'm crazy. He throws it down. He sent me a picture with the steaks and the bottle of wine he's drinking. I think I tried that one. But
nice.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw from the beginning, but this is the one you got to try right there. There's the name. Try it out. Pretty damn good. Go to your liquor store and ask for it. My name. So, anyway.
Wait, let me give out a shout out. My Winter Stern, 4.8 German beer. Tastes like a Heineken without the aftertaste. Winter Stern. Look for it by name, brothers. Right there.
I don't know. We should be getting some residuals from these companies.
Something.
We'll have to look up, see what we could do, and try to get paid.
Hey, anyway. Some patches or something to put over here, on my hat or something.
Yeah, some swag. Send some swag.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Another guy who got pulled before the game was Big Ben. Big Ben ended up testing positive for COVID-19. He didn't play. Mason Rudolph played, and they tied with the Detroit Lions, 16-16. Woo!
Is that now? What you think? Is that better than a loss? I guess.
I guess.
I mean, psychologically, I guess we don't have Big Ben. Better take the tie instead of a loss. I guess that's cool.
If you saw, the Detroit Lions could have won that game, and they shanked the field goal. It's like they can't get any luck. It's like no luck goes their way.
It's like the Cleveland Browns of the '90s, like the Buffalo Bills early 2000s. It's like the football gods are just keeping them down, man. I was actually rooting for them.
Me too. It makes no sense. I was like, all right, cool. They're gonna get a win. Nope, they didn't get a win. They shanked the field goal. Poor Campbell. Can't get a damn win. Chino, if you can find us some sponsorship, make it happen. Also on the COVID-19 list is Micah Fitzpatrick, so he's probably going to miss this week's game. They're not sure about Big Ben, but it's looking like he might miss it. And another guy, due to close contact, might be TJ Watt. He might be missing the game. So if you're betting with Pittsburgh, you better look into the stuff before the game happens. Talking about the Jets and Bills before, I forgot to mention this clown. Good old Rex Ryan. I don't know if you heard it.
Yeah. Who your bench?
Don't compare me to Robert Soleil, however you want to say his name.
Soleil.
Yeah, this guy hasn't done half the stuff I've done, blah, blah, blah. Robert Soleil pretty much says, listen, he knows where to find me. He always has something to say. What do you think about this?
I don't know. I mean, Robert Saleh is a great defensive coordinator when he was with the 49ers. Rex has been around. College, I don't know. He did us dirty kind of in Buffalo, but I still think he's a good, if these guys, you got to understand, coaches have great philosophies and everything, but if it isn't executed, it's not really the coach's fault. And what happened with Rex Ryan, he has a great defensive philosophy, all right? But he lost that locker room in Buffalo, and he lost it in the Jets. I know it's kind of hard to fathom. It's like, Vin, how are you going to like Rex Ryan after what he did to Buffalo? But if you look at his track record in college and coming up, he was a great coach, man. It's just if you can't execute, You can't really blame it on the coach. But if you do lose the locker room, it has to be on the coach also. So, I'm kind of split on that. Robertson, I don't know too much about him, although he did very well at San Fran. Not doing too good with the Jets, but it's his first year. I would give him 2 or 3 years. If Alan Vasquez, if you're watching, a diehard Jets fan, or Beelan, if you're watching, you feel free to chime in if I'm wrong. But I'm giving the dude 2 or 3 years, man. 2 years, maybe 3. I think he'll turn it around over there defensively. Now, offensively, that's another case. That's another story. So
that's the one thing. Like the guys from Middle Initial Podcast, Jude, they're all Jet fans, but Jude from there, he left him some Rex Ryan. So he was like saying, "Hey, Rex Ryan, they should fire Soleil and bring Rex Ryan back." Because
I don't know if that's gonna happen though.
He was the only Jets coach that really loved this guy and really backed him up. If Jude is out there listening, send a tweet, send something, and I'll talk about it. But what I said, and some of the other guys agreed, was that first off, he inherited Mangini's team.
Yeah.
But when he got there, he did take 1 or 2 or 3 players from Baltimore, because it was Baltimore's defensive head coach there, or defensive coach, and that's how he got the Jets job. They won the Super Bowl, blah blah blah. He comes, he brings a few extra players. He gets to the AFC Championships. I believe it was 2 times. The one I thought they were going to beat Denver, came out the second half, crap the bed. Denver wins. They go to the Super Bowl and win it. Then he gets there again and loses. After that, it was just a steady decline. And when the Bills hired him, I thought they were crazy, because what did this guy do? The last few years, he was declining. And the Bills' big thing was that, hey, he beat Belichick. All right, you beat Belichick with a stacked Baltimore team, or with a Jets team that was actually pretty damn good at that point. And then after that, it was just straight declining. The one thing I like about Robert is that, the one thing Rex said was like, hey, he knows about going 0-16 because I guess, I don't even know, because the 49ers lost really bad the one year or whatever. So he's going to do it again. That never happened to me, blah, 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 blah. The one thing I like that Robert's doing is he's letting these kids play. They're one of the youngest teams in the NFL, if not the youngest NFL team. And he's letting them take their lumps, which is good, because if you keep that core together and they don't give up on themselves, probably by year 3, they should know his program, and everybody should be at a higher level. So it's okay. Take the lumps. Nobody expected them to win anything. I said, best case scenario, maybe 6 wins. Honestly, felt like they would win maybe 3. So nothing's there.
They're right on pace of that record right there, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people, they expect, just like with Mac Jones. I mean, that's an exception to the rule. He already had some great tight ends. He got a great defense to back him up. Some guys that came back from the COVID option from last year. So he's got a stacked defense. They're pretty good. I'm looking forward to that Monday night game with the New England Patriots to see how he really does. Somebody commented. I commented on one of the sites that, Mac Jones hasn't really played against a good defense, and I was referring to the Bills, being a Bills fan. And the dude responded like, "Well, the New England Patriots defense is pretty damn good too." And I was like, you know what? He's right. I give credit where credit's due. Yeah. New England Patriots, he's got to go against the Patriots defense in practice. So, it's not that far off from the Bills. So if you want to think about it, the kid's actually putting up numbers. He's doing pretty good. So it's going to be 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, Monday Night Football. It's going to be a game to watch. But right now we got to focus on the Colts.
Yeah. Anyway, going on, Joe Flacco, I guess they're tired of the whole Mike White thing. The guy crapped the bed. Hey, you went against the number 1 secondary pretty much in the league. They're shutting down every other quarterback, and they played a lot of good quarterbacks. So I guess they're calling him done. Joe Flacco's going to get the start this week.
Well, hold up. Isn't it? I should call it the Buffalo Bills curse. And what I mean by that is, like, look what happened with Tua Tagovailoa when he said, "Oh, the game is slow." That gave the Bills. Remember we gave him that shellacking? Yeah. And he actually got hurt. Talking crap. All the game's slow coming out of college, and the Bills just select him. Now here goes Mike effing White, just like your freaking wine over there. Yeah, talking about I should have been the number 1 pick. You know, you got to be humble, man. These guys, you can't give these 300-pound running a 4.4 guy any motivation to come get you, because look what happened. He got picked off 3 or 4 times. He just got demolished, man. So just stay humble, stay hungry, just do your damn job, be quiet, good things will happen. When you go off at the mouth like that, you're just giving ammunition for the opposing defenses to come get you.
The one thing we did talk about too was that, hey, it's almost like his rookie year. Yeah, he's been on 3 teams, 4 teams or whatever on their practice squads. He's never even got into a game until this year. So it's like his rookie year. And sad to say, he has better numbers than Wilson. Not much better, but Wilson's quarterback rating.
Well, he lit up that one game against the Bengals. Was it the Bengals he lit up? It was against the Yeah. I mean, he lit him up, 40-something points, whatever it was. He did good. So that's like, what's his name? 4 games in that one game.
Yeah, well, the same thing though. The one problem with this kid Wilson, I think, is that he's trying to make throws that he made in college that aren't going to happen in the NFL. Meaning, like, he's trying to throw those balls in these tight spots, and maybe in college you would have gotten them by those corners. You're not getting by the corners in the NFL. The scrub corners in the NFL were top corners in college, so he has to learn what he can and cannot do. Mike White, if he's smart, just be quiet, put in the work, and you never know what happens. But anyway, this is not a Jets show. Let's move on.
Who's the corner that just got one of our corners from the practice squad that got picked up?
That's coming up a little later, bro. Come on, man.
But I want to bring it up. What's his name? Real quick.
Wild Goose.
Okay. The Goose. Just getting back real quick, real quick before you move on. You were talking about the speed of the game and how Zach Wilson is not hitting those windows because of the cornerback speed. We just let go of Goose. He ran a 4.4 in his combine.
We didn't let him go.
That's a guy on our practice squad. Just to give you a little taste of what is going on in the NFL. We let Wild Goose go. That's running a 4.4 on our practice squad. So that's the stuff Zach Wilson's going against.
We didn't let him go.
Well, they got picked up. Yeah.
Chino said, bro, did you guys see Zach Stacy? Shaking my head. Can Trojans be our sponsor? Sure, you make it happen. I'll put it on there. You get silly. I'll promote your business out here, Chino. We'll give you 15 seconds. I'll do the read. Send it to me. Anyway, then he said, speaking of the shitty Jets, let's keep moving. Ravens released Le'Veon Bell. What the hell happened to Le'Veon Bell? Ever since Pittsburgh, the guy's been on a downward spiral. I mean, if you want to go somewhere, maybe the Titans, especially with Henry out, 3rd string running back or something to help him out. If we didn't have Breda or Williams sitting in the mix, I would have said, hey, give him a call. Cheap, probably. See what he could do. But he hasn't looked really good. He said he was grateful for his short time at Baltimore, and he loved it there. Another guy who came out, Cam Newton, got signed last week. Got a big win against Carolina, the Arizona Cardinals, like we said. But this week, for this game, he's giving away 50 tickets. 50 tickets to people who have barely been to a game or have never been to a Carolina Panthers game. He's trying to get new fans in the building, trying to get home field advantage again. So Cam is picking up where he left off in Carolina with the community stuff, which is pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah, man. Good for him. The way he got that situation happen when they let him go, I thought when there were talks of Cam going back there, I was like, man, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. But, of course, your cousin Vinny was wrong. So he went. Not only did he go over there mid-season, but he picked up, 4.5 guaranteed up to $10 million for a half a year pretty much. And, he just brought that excitement back in the locker room. I heard a couple of interviews of some of the players. They're excited. It's like, man, he came in. He's changing the whole atmosphere again. So, there's no telling what he could do. He got the running back healthy. It'd be dangerous.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what he could do. I mean, he has weapons there. Now, if he could get it done. I mean, he really didn't do nothing crazy. He did run like a naked bootleg. He did a few things. but he didn't lose the game, and they won with him back there, so it looks good. Chino said, talking about the Titans getting Peterson. Yeah, they got Peterson. He's out there, and also he said F Cam. I guess he's salty because news that happened on Sunday, but it's new on our show. Chase Young tore his ACL on Sunday after Washington beat Tampa. A game, I didn't pick. When I don't pick Washington, they win. When I pick them, they lose. But anyway, that's a huge loss for them. Bucks, Rob Gronkowski. He was a full participant in practice, so he might be on the field this week to help out that Tampa Bay defense. AB, he wasn't there, so I don't know if it was because of his whole vaccine card or what. And let's see, last thing, everybody's sipping on Kansas City's Mahomes juice again because they beat the Raiders. So everybody's like, oh, they're back. They're back. You know me. I lift my glass with the Mahomes haterade.
Haterade.
I don't think they're back. If you saw some of those freaking passes sitting up there, good corners would have picked them off. He should have been picked off at least twice. We touched on this with Jordan last week about the taunting. Sean Payton saying, yo, it's being over officiated. Way too many taunting calls. Matt Nagy says, there's young kids watching games. I'm a firm believer in respect. I respect. Listen, some of the calls are just too much. It's just ridiculous. And like I said last week, if you're going to call it on the defense and offense. Just don't call it on a defender player. Don't just call it, I don't know. It's just they take it overboard sometimes.
Who are you talking about, the refs or the players?
The refs. Some of these calls now, it's just little things and they're taunting. It's like overboard. And I know they don't really care about what we're saying, but come on now.
Yeah, but some of these calls have actually have outcomes, have caused game, switching the games in terms of outcomes and stuff, man.
Yeah. It's a big penalty.
It's like they control it by one penalty. Yeah, take the, bring the run back or whatever it is. It's huge, man. You drinking some haterade?
You break out for a big pass reception. Don't turn around and flex Diggs because Diggs loves turning around and flexing. Can't be doing that because they're going to hit you up with the T. Now, if you sack the player, don't look at them. And don't look at their sideline because they're going to call. It's like, come on. Some of the crap is too much. Too much. It's football.
For sure.
Not basketball. Can't be all wussy and stuff. Anyway.
Oh, damn. I hope Bobby ain't listening. Bob, I played 4 years of basketball in high school with Bobby. Bobby, I hope he ain't listening. I hope you're not listening.
That's different. Those are different times. All right, real quick. I know it's not football. LeBron or Jordan? Jordan. Okay. A lot of kids now say LeBron. Do you think LeBron would be playing still if he had to play the way like Jordan used to play, like back in the day with the Celtics and the Detroit Bad Boys? How he used to get rocked in the middle?
He used to get physical.
Totally different story, but these players, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm playing too much time. I want to sit down. Like, what? You could never get the old guys to sit down. Nobody wanted to come out.
Hey, now that you bring that up, I read somewhere, what the heck's his name, from the New England Patriots. The wide receiver, he complained.
Bourne?
Oh, I got to look that up. Huh?
Bourne?
No. One of the players complained that, I played Sunday, now we got to play Thursday. I got to look that up because I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. Guys that are getting millions and millions. Yeah, you could look it up while you're out there right there. Complaining, I just played Sunday, now I got to play Thursday. Man, who gives the flying Will's wine? Who gives the flying Will's wine?
That's what everybody has to do it. It stinks, but you got to do it.
It does suck, but man, give me a couple $1 million. I play Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll have neck brace, knee brace. I have everything on. I'll shoot.
Cheeto's like LeBron is great though. Yeah, he's great, but he ain't no Jordan big old baby. And I don't think his career wouldn't have lasted as long because he would have bowed out.
It was a different era, man. Them guys with them
that's
short
the
shorts
problem.
used to just whip your butt, man.
And now he's also saying the Panthers want Deshaun Watson. I don't think anybody really. Well, I guess this league is crazy. They will take him. Let's hit the power, and then we got to start doing our picks. Power rankings: ESPN number 1, Packers; number 2, Titans; Cardinals 3, Cowboys 4, Rams 5, Bills are 6. CBS: Packers 1, Titans 2, Bills 3, Cardinals 4, Cowboys 5. Get out of here. Bleacher Report: Titans 1, Packers 2, Cardinals 3, Cowboys 4, Rams 5. I didn't even see where the Bills were because I was rushing. But we're not even the top 5. Titans, I told you. Maybe I should have put money on the Titans. They're looking good. Buffalo Bills news. Star. We talked about it. COVID. Vinny already sent him on IR for the rest of the year because he has COVID.
Okay. No, I was wrong. Okay. Hey.
Mitch Trubisky, he's off the COVID-19 list. No, I don't have a picture for him. I was too lazy.
He's having a baby, by the way. Congratulations.
Is he? Congratulations. Here.
I got him on Twitter. Yeah, he just announced it. Salute, Mitch Trubisky. Congratulations.
Yeah, Mitch, come on our show, scrub. Anyway, Edson Brown. We got him back. Played good for us. Guess what? He's gone again. COVID-19. Come on, man. Gone. It's not going to play this week. Probably won't play next week.
We needed him.
Austin Pro, one of our draft picks a few years ago. He was signed to our practice squad again. He was released off our practice squad.
Was he released?
Yeah, they just released him.
Wasn't he related to Ricky Pro? The wide receiver? Was that his son? Okay.
Yep.
They got another brother running around somewhere too.
Oh, I don't know about that one. The Jets.
Yeah.
We already talked about it. Signed Rashard Wild Goose off the practice squad. We've had a lot of players come off our practice squad. So that means in the draft, we better get a lot of
That's right.
Those picks. Whatever the picks are. I can't say it. Sorry. I can't speak.
That's that one. Compensatory.
That's it. Something.
All right, there you go. It's that damn wine you got.
Maybe. Jay Kumaro. He's back off the COVID-19 list.
Good.
So he'll be able to play. Cole Beasley was limited in practice with bruised ribs or rib injury, they said. But they said hopefully he'll play against the Colts. Listen, if your ribs are jacked up, don't play. Let Jake play and let Isaiah take that heel for a week. Now this guy, kaboom, beast mode. He's going to be in Buffalo this week.
Back.
He's going to be the Bills legend of the game this week against the Colts. One of the dumb moves our old GMs made, trading this guy, I think was for a 4th or a 6th round pick because we got scrub CJ Spiller. Dumb move. Should have drafted somebody else. Kept beast mode and Fred Jackson as the 1-2 punch. Thunder and Lightning or whatever they were called. And they messed it up. But he's returning to Buffalo.
Michelle, wasn't he the one that in the last game of the season, Miami, he hurt his knee, right? I'm talking, it goes way back. And then when we drafted him, I was like, man, why did they draft him? He had a freaking torn ACL or whatever. Beast mode. Yeah.
No. You're talking
Who was
about.
that then?
That was Willis McGahee.
That's who. Okay. I got him confused. Thank you.
Willis McGahee was out of the University of Miami, and he jacked his knee up. The Bills drafted him, let him sit for a whole year while he rehabilitated. Yep. When his contract came up, you know what he did? Boop, bounced and signed with the Baltimore Ravens.
You're right.
There was no player loyalty. And
you're right, Batman.
Yep. And how some of the owners treat those guys was just as bad. So I was like, goes both ways.
But Beast Mode didn't like Buffalo anyway.
No, he did. Beast Mode
I thought he said he didn't like Buffalo. I thought he was like in the beginning, he was like, I'm here.
I don't know. I always saw Beast Mode loving Buffalo. Let's start our picks. All right. On the bye week, only 2 teams, Broncos and the Rams. Rams needed after losing. And the Broncos, they're just the Broncos. Sorry, Kurt. Patriots, 6-4. This game is tonight. giving up 6.5 to the Falcons, who are 4-5. Listen, I took the Falcons last week thinking they would not win, but cover, and they couldn't even do that. So with the defense, the Pats defense, the way they're playing, I'm going to take the Pats, giving 6.5, even though I'll be rooting for the Falcons to beat the Pats, but I'm taking the Pats.
Man, I can't. I hate when I have to pick the New England Patriots, man. It just irks me to the core, man. That's like listening to Duval.
Like I said,
like
I'm rooting
like
for
I
the
was
Falcons,
at I was at the Jaguars game and I kept hearing Duval. I don't ever want to hear that phrase again either, man. So I don't really want to pick the New England Patriots, but I gotta pick them. Atlanta, I mean, they look bad, bro. They look Cowboys just tore their butts up. I think it might get the same, you know. I don't know, if Mac Jones plays well, I think it might be another 30-point game. So I'm going to take the New England Patriots. I say 28-20. I think it's going to be – what's the spread on that?
6.5 the last time I checked.
Yeah, don't take. Yeah, 28-20, man, New England Patriots.
All right. We both agree on the Patriots, even though I'm rooting for the Falcons.
Let me write it down again. Hold on.
Go Falcons. You know you can't have two of those Winterfests. You'll be in La La Land. All right, the Ravens, 6-3. Lamar Jackson didn't practice again today. They say due to illness. It's not COVID, but nobody knows what it is. Anyway, Ravens, 6-3. Bears, 3-6. The Ravens are giving up 4.5 points. Now, if the Ravens, I would like the Bears to win. I don't think they're going to win, so I'm going to take the Ravens. But if the Bears can hand the Ravens a loss, that gives the Bills some breathing room. Because it's the AFC is pretty damn tight right now. A lot of teams around with the same old record around there. What you got?
I don't know. I'm with you too, man. If he didn't practice, if he don't play this game, Justin Fields looked all right, against Pittsburgh. If he can make it a game, I think it'll be a close game if Lamar doesn't play. If Lamar plays, I think it's going to be, his comeback or whatever. But if he doesn't play, I don't know. I think I still have the Ravens win, but by like 3 points, maybe 24-21. So I'm going to put an asterisk like I did last week with a couple of games. If Lamar comes back, I got him making a statement. But if he doesn't come back, I still have the Ravens winning about 24-21 by field goal.
I think he'll play. I don't think there's no reason. I don't know why he's doing it, but I don't think there's no reason. By the way, Chino said bring back Thurman Thomas. What happened to Angel? Angel got real quiet. All right. Lions.
We haven't got to Philly yet. We haven't got to Philly yet.
I messed up. Well, he drives too?
Who, Angel?
Yeah.
No, we haven't gotten up to Philly game, the Philly game.
Okay.
He's a Philly fan.
The Lions are 0-8-1, I guess. It just said 0-8. Maybe I got this wrong. But anyway, they got a tie. And the Browns are 5-5. The Browns are actually giving 11.5 points. This is what I'm going to do. I think the Browns win, but they don't cover. I think the Lions
with 11
close with 11.5 points.
That's a good call.
What you got?
That's a good call. I'm
gonna write that in my notes.
That's a good call. I asterisk that. Browns are gonna win. Okay. I know Baker Mayfield got whooped. He was beat up.
He said he's beat up, but they're still going to play him. Me personally, I think they should sit him. Just sit. You're not helping the team.
Maybe the first half, and if they pull away from the Detroit, but the Detroit Lions, I mean, they lost a couple games that were kind of close, man. Missed field goals and close games, bro. So if they can stay in this game, they got to tie with Pitt. If you really want to break it down like that, okay, they didn't have Ben, but it's still a good Pittsburgh defense. So they put points up on them. The Browns, man, I'm going to take the Browns. What you said the spread was 11?
11.5.
Yeah, don't take the point. Yeah, don't take that. It's going to be 28-17 the Browns. So
so moving on.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
They don't cover. You go straight anyway, so you don't.
I go straight. But hey, I'm helping you out there.
All right. Texans 1-8. Titans 8-2. Titans are actually giving 10.5 points. Man, it's a lot of points, but the Titans have been on point. And oh man, I'm going to take the Titans. That's a lot of points, though. I'm going to take the Titans.
Yeah, Houston this is horrible. I'm with you, man. I think 10's gonna light it up. Oh man, 28-17 Titans, man.
All right, moving on.
Texans
This
are
could be
just
a
bad.
good game. Packers 8-2, and Vikings are 4-5. We know Aaron Rodgers is back, but I'm gonna go with the Packers. Even though they lost, there you go. That's another place Le'Veon Bell might be able to go to. Is the Packers
Yeah.
pull him up. Jones. I don't know if Jones was like how long he's out exactly, but I'm gonna take the Packers because Aaron seems to own that whole division.
Yeah, I'm with you too, man. I mean, if Kirk Cousins would have came on the show, I would have given him a little bit more props. But since he haven't been on the show, I'm gonna give it to the Packers. Kirk Cousins has been doing good on offense, but have you seen Green Bay's defense? They're actually doing pretty good, man. So I think they're gonna keep them in check. I got Packers 28, Vikings 21.
Chino agreed with us that the Titans are going to win, but he said they're only going to win by 7. And he said the AFC is strong. Moving on to two teams that are not strong are Dolphins 3-7 and the Jets 2-7. Dolphins are actually giving up 3.5. Tua Tagovailoa. I always mess up that name. He's getting the start this week. And this is just such a bad team. The Jets are bad. Dolphins are bad. I want to pick the Jets just because of Flacco, but their defense was just bad, man. That was just
horrible.
The Bills, I mean, they hung with the Bills until halftime. And then it was just bad. So I'm going to take the Dolphins. And they're bad. Uh-oh. What was that? It's dark.
You said they hung with the Bills.
Or Iris.
They hung with the Bills. I'm doing like you did. They hung with the Bills. Hey, listen, man. Miami's defense, when they're on point, bro, they're pretty good. Yeah. I don't care who's in there. Flacco, Skinny, Gordo. Nobody going to score on the Miami Dolphins when they're on point. So I'm going to take the Dolphins on this one, man. I think they're going to win 3 in a row and give them guys a boost. Tua, what's his name? Tagovailoa. They're going to have a decent game. I think the Dolphins going to win 24-14.
Oh, boy. All right. Sounds good. The Saints. I like that, Flacco, Gordo. Okay. Saints, 5-4. Eagles, 4-6. This is for your buddy Angel. Eagles are -2 points. Wow, the Eagles are favorite. The Saints defense is on point, but it's like Trevor Siemian, really? Yeah. And are the Eagles actually heating up? No, I'm going to take the Saints. I'm sorry, Angel. I can't do it. I got to take the Saints. Trevor Siemian.
This is a tough one, man, because for me, this is a tough one because, they kind of, they did Denver dirty, man. I thought Denver would pull that one off. I believe I had them as a win last week, but they did them pretty good, man. Jalen looks pretty good, and I don't know if you saw that game. He looked decent.
I didn't watch it, that up. He's been on point. His numbers are pretty good.
He looks pretty decent. He got a lot of potential over there, man. But the D, man, Saints D is pretty decent too. So this is my tough one to call on this week. But I love you, Angel, but I think the Saints might pull it off. It ain't gonna be by much. I say maybe offensively it's gonna be both for struggle. I'm gonna say 21-17. Saints.
The only reason I'm taking the Saints is because of their defense. But I mean, the Eagles could easily win this game. Absolutely. Washington, 3-6. Panthers are 5-5. Panthers are actually giving 3.5 points. I'm going to do this, and I don't know why, because every time I say it, I get burnt. I'm going with the Washington football team.
Big asterisk.
Football team. Maybe I'll change my mind by the time you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Why? I mean, they lost both the defensive ends. Chase Young hurt, out for the year. Cam Newton's big return. You know he's pumped up. The locker room's pumped up. He's going against Ron Rivera, his old coach. Man, there's so many storylines in this game. I think the Panthers are going to win, and I think they're going to win big to make a statement that Cam is back. I think he's going to have a game. This is his career right here. Believe it or not. This is his first start coming back. He's going to blow it up or throw it up, one or the other. So I think Panthers are going to win. I got Panthers winning 31-24.
Dude. Washington just beat Tampa.
I don't care. But look, they lost Chase Young. They don't have the defensive ends.
Honestly,
what's his name is pumped up? What's his name is pumped? Bro, Cam is pumped up.
I'm switching.
No. You see? No.
You know why I'm going to take the Panthers?
Give him the points. I'll give the point. Go ahead. This is my parlay. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
Just because of Christian McCaffrey. That's
that too. See, I even forgot about him in the equation.
Actually, their defense, I think it's the Panthers that are tied with New England Patriots behind us for takeaways, for interception.
There you go.
I'm taking the Panthers because of Christian McCaffrey and their defense. They should stop.
Good call.
So I put my little X on there. It's X mark.
Right.
49ers, 4-5. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 2-7. The 49ers are giving 6 points up. Jimmy G is the difference for me. So I'm going to take the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm with the 49ers too. Rams, I thought, with the addition of...
I rhymed. Huh? It rhymed.
Yeah, okay. You're a rapper now.
Keep it classy.
I thought the Rams would be better with what's his name going over there?
Which one? Odell
Beckham. It just, man, they got so many weapons over there, and it just didn't. On paper, they look good, but man, they just got whipped by.
Interrupt you. How crazy though is that Odell signed, and poor Robert Woods, who was one of my favorite Bills, towards his ACL or whatever it was.
That sucks. Great player. I always root for Robert Woods. I always like Robert Woods, man.
Me too. Sorry for interrupting, but go ahead.
That's okay. The 49ers beat the Rams. I didn't expect that, but hey, they beat them. I know. I didn't expect. I was like, but that was one of the tough games because I was torn, if you remember, because they have all the the acquisition and everything, and I didn't even know. I think we didn't know if he was going to play. That's what it was. But anyway, it's past. 49ers beat the Rams. Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know how the hell I went to that game. I don't know how the hell they beat the Bills. The Bills looked so bad. It wasn't that the Jaguars did anything good. It's that the Bills didn't do anything good. So I'm not gonna give them credit. The heck with it. So I think the San Francisco 49ers are gonna win. Be a close game because Jags defense is pretty good. But I got them maybe 24-17 Jaguars. 49ers. Let me take that back. 49ers 24-17. You all right, man? You all right over there?
I'm just messing. Yeah, I'm good. All right. So you're taking the 49ers. This should be a good game. Bengals 5-4. Raiders are 5-4. Bengals are actually giving up 1 point. I'm going to take the Bengals. I believe they were on the bye last week, weren't they? I could switch and check my paper. But I think the rest helped them. They should be fine. The Raiders, I picked them last week. They made me look silly. I don't know what's going on with that team. Bengals are coming off a bye. Raiders are coming off an ass whooping. So I'm going to take the Bengals.
Okay. I'm taking the Raiders. I'm going to take the Raiders. Yeah, since he didn't look good before the bye, you think they're gonna get better after the bye? I don't know, man. Since he didn't look good, you think so? I don't think so. I think they're gonna keep Joe Burrow at bay. They're gonna run after him. They're gonna blitz him a lot. I think they're gonna keep him. I think they're just gonna mess them all up this game. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders. They're desperate. So I got the Raiders winning. I don't know, 28-21.
All right, that's cool. Chino actually says he agrees with Vin and he's taking the Raiders. My buddy Dan sent me some crazy video there. Thanks for Dan. What's up? Anyway, let's move on. Cowboys 7-2, and the Chiefs are 6-4. Right now, the Chiefs are actually giving up 2.5 points. And guess what? If he's throwing up those floaters like he does,
Yeah.
Diggs,
It's a wrap.
Little
It's a
Diggs is
wrap.
going to be picking them off. So I'm going to take the Cowboys. I'm going to take the Cowboys beating the Chiefs. What you got?
Man, this is one of the games I actually want to watch. Because it's going to be. I think it's going to be a shootout, man. I think it's going to be probably plus minus 60, 65 on the game total points. So I don't know. I think Cowboys will be able to hang with them offensively. I'm gonna take the Cowboys, man. I'm gonna say 33-30, man. I think it's gonna be a close one, but it's gonna be a shootout. So I'm taking the Cowboys, though.
All right, 33-30. Cowboys have been putting up numbers. It all comes down to their defense, and their defense has been playing pretty good. Cardinals 8-2. Seahawks 3-6. Right now, the Cardinals are giving 2.5 points. The Cardinals haven't been looking all that great lately. Russell Wilson's back, but he laid a big old goose egg against the Packers. I wish this spread was a little bigger. I definitely would take the Seahawks. I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals, even though I don't want to. I want to root for the Seahawks. But I'm going to take the Cardinals, given the 2.5.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Murray's he's coming back. I think he's gonna play well. I got the Cardinals. I'm with you, man. I got the Cardinals maybe 27-24. Be a close one though.
Chino said, hold on. The Cowboys or something like that or whatever. So let's keep moving on. Steelers 5-3 going against the Chargers 5-4. Chargers are actually giving up 6 points. If Big Ben doesn't play, Mika Fitzpatrick doesn't play, and if TJ Watt doesn't play, I'm taking the Chargers, giving 6 points.
Man, that's a lot of things to ask for. You said if the whole offensive line, the offense don't play.
Right now, Big Ben might not play. Mika's not playing, and they weren't sure about TJ Watt, but it's a possibility that he's not going to play as well. That's 3 of their main guys. Listen, I root for Mason Rudolph. Don't get me wrong. I thought the Bills could have drafted him at one point, but man, that's a lot of big names. So I'm going to take the Chargers. I'll take the Chargers.
Man, this is a tough one too, man. If Ben comes back, it'll be a Pittsburgh win. But if he doesn't come back, I think the Chargers are going to be. Well, man, this is an asterisk game. Game. But I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Steelers. I'm gonna take the Steelers. But that's when you guys are watching, when you guys are thinking about me watching the game, and you be like, Vinny said the Steelers. I'm gonna tell you why. If Ben comes back, they have a good chance. But if he don't come back, Chargers are gonna take it for sure, man. But I say it's gonna be a real close one. So I'm gonna say 24-21, and that's with Ben back.
Man, we've gone over our time. We're gonna start doing.
All right. Earlier. Step it up, man. You slow.
The Giants are 3-6. They're playing the Buccaneers, who are 6-3. Buccaneers are giving up 11 points. Chino's over here saying maybe an upset the Giants this week. I don't see it. I still think, listen, the Bucs are going to be mad because that's what happens when Brady gets mad. Even though the Giants back in the day seem to have his number, different coach, different time, I'm going to take the Buccaneers, giving 11 points.
That's a lot of points to give. Yeah, that's. I don't see that. I don't see that happening, man. I got the Bucs coming back. Tampa Bay's D don't look too good after that bye game, but still, Brady, like you said, he's going to be pissed off, crying at the refs and all that, yada yada. So, he's going to bring it. He's going to get it done. So I got the Bucs 28-24.
Was that Megan Styling? Yeah, yada 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 whatever she said. All right, here we go. The game of the week. Let's throw this up real quick. Injury report. Boom. Cole Beasley, like I said, ribs. He didn't practice Wednesday. He was limited today. Tremaine Edmonds, hamstring, didn't practice Wednesday. Didn't practice Thursday. It's going to be a big hole, but I like Klein. Klein could step up. Tywan Jones didn't practice. I thought he practiced today, but I guess he didn't. Again, not a big option, not a big deal for me, but he does play special teams. He's one of those runners down there and gets the tackles. Matt Milano, shoulder limited. That I don't want to see. Need him out there. And as always, Emmanuel Sanders, being that he's 92 years old, he gets that veteran. So let's move on. We got Bills are giving up 7 points against the Colts right now. The Bills are 6-3. Colts are 5-5. Points per game. Bills are second in the league, averaging 31.1. They're eighth, 26.8 points allowed per game. The Bills, again, were first, allowing only 15. They're allowing 23, which is 13th. We're number one with 1. Sacks, we have 19, tied for 20. They have 22, tied for 13th. Turnovers, let's see, I think this is wrong. This might be wrong. They have us at plus 14. I think it's more than that. Anyway, we are first in the league, and they had theirs at plus 11, which was second. Again, I think that is wrong. Don't quote me on that. I think it's wrong. Third down percentage, we're 48.7, which is second in the league. They're averaging 38.9, which is tied for 17th. Red down touchdown percentages, this went up. We're at 61, which is 14th. They're 51.3, 28th in the league. Penalties were too many. 68, we're at tied for 26. They're at 48, tied for third. They really don't commit many penalties. Frank Wright has them disciplined over there. Average yards per game.
It's a flag. It's a flag. I'm about to throw it.
Just for me reading this.
Just for you reading it, you're getting a flag.
We're averaging 401.1, which is fifth. They're averaging 363, which is 12th. Opposing average yards per game, we're only giving up 274.1, which is first in the league. They're actually giving up 363.9, which is 19th. Averaging rushing, we're averaging 121.9, which is 10th. They're averaging 136, which is 6th. Opposing average rush, we're only giving up 83.9, which is third. Hopefully that continues because this guy's a beast. They're giving up 113, which is 17th. That's about our average almost per game. Average passing yards, we're averaging 279.2, which is 6th. They're averaging 227.1, which is 22nd. Opposing average passing yards, we give up 190.2, which is second right now. They're giving up 249.9, which is 20th. Pretty much meaning that, hey, guess what Brian Day was going to do? Pass the ball. Yeah. Hopefully he mixes in the run. Guess what Indy's going to do? Run the ball. What is it? 10 games right now. This kid almost has 1,000 yards rushing Taylor. In 10 games. Taylor is a beast. He's on my fantasy squad. Hopefully he goes off, but doesn't score much. Just the Bills that outscore him. The Bills are going to have to slow him down. They're not going to stop him, but they need to slow him down. If the Colts are going to win this game, it's going to be by running the ball and controlling and keeping the Bills off. And hopefully the Bills don't allow that. Hopefully the Bills get them to commit a lot of 3-and-outs and go from there. I mean, our offensive line without Spencer better step up. What you got?
Oh, for sure, man. I think it's the 7-point spread we're giving up, right? I think they're going to cover. I think it's going to be a closer game than we expect. I actually off season, like I said in the beginning of the show, picked the Indianapolis Colts to beat the Buffalo Bills this year. Hopefully that's not the case. Our defense is doing pretty decent against the run. I think we're averaging 3.7 on the run defensively, but that's with our big man up front. But he's Star Lutulele in there, but he's not going to be in the game. So a lot of guys need to step in.
Is there a chance that he can make it this game or no?
I don't know. I heard he might be able because it's a 10-day protocol. So he might be able to make it, which I would love for him to stuff up the middle. That would give us a better chance. That would mean Carson Wentz will have to win the game going against, our secondary if we could force him to throw. I feel confident the Bills will be able to pull it off. And by the way, offensively, you didn't bring it up. The Buffalo Bills have scored the most points of any team, of any Buffalo Bills previous team in the first 9 games offensively. That includes all the Super Bowl teams that up to this point.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the first 9 games, they scored the most points of any Buffalo Bills squad before them. So that's a good record to have, which means throw the ball. That's what they're gonna probably wind up doing. It would be nice if they get the running game going, but like I said, 3.8 yards per carry allowed by the Buffalo Bills, which is pretty good. If we could stop the run and force Carson Wentz to throw the ball, I think we got a better chance of winning. So I'm taking the Bills. I think we're gonna get our average of 30 points. Colts 21. That's my final call. That's my final. I didn't even make a phone call. I didn't even make a phone call. I didn't have to make a phone call. That's my final. Now? Yeah, shit, yeah, man. I mean, you're making me curse. You're making me curse because you're damn, because you're wine. Now you got me cursing out here. Yeah, man. I actually picked the Colts in the beginning of the year, but hey, we mid-season. Things change. People change. Squads change. I'm going with my Bills, baby. 30-21. That's it. I said it. I'm done. It's a wrap.
All right, good. No, because I'm taking the Bills because I think the way that we're playing against our defense as a whole, hopefully they'll be able to stop this kid. Again, contain him. Contain him. 3 and out. Hopefully Tremaine gets in. If not, AJ Klein steps up and plays well. Hopefully Star Latulier could come in and play this game. If not, we need Phillips and Butler, those guys to step up. Ed Oliver's been playing like a beast.
Yep.
So
we haven't mentioned Klein either. He was running all over the field.
No, I said Klein had a good game.
Okay.
And I like Klein. Me personally, I think they should run unless it depends on the team. Like this is a team where you might have to play the 4-3. Too bad Tremaine's hurt because this would have been a great game for Milano, Klein, and Edmonds to be in there. You have 3 guys who could go coast to coast, side to side, cover anybody, even though Milano's better cover man than both of them. But they could get to the ball. They're all ball hawks. So, again, the Bills need to slow down Taylor to win this game. If they don't slow him down, it's going to be a long-ass day. What happened? Okay, I know. We went by a long time. Listen, if you want to get crazy and play my parlay this week is going to be Packers -1, Cowboys +2.5, Dolphins giving up 3.5. So that's it. Show's done. We went long. We're going to have to start doing the picks earlier from now on. My fiance downstairs probably upset at me because I'm taking so much time.
It's all your fault.
But anyway,
she's gonna blame it on the effing wine.
That's right. For all the Bill fans, Chino, thanks for checking in. Angel, thanks for checking in. Hey, you guys, all you need to do is check in, make some comments. We'll put it out there for the people on Zingo. You can follow us here at Twitter, Viva Los Bills. Facebook, we have a group page, Viva Los Bills. You put your comments on there. We'll talk about it. We'll say it, whatever. And subscribe to us on Viva Los Bills on YouTube. It goes live there now as well. And for Vinny and I, listen, go get you some of this.
Go Bills.
And go Buffalo. Let's get that win. And we'll talk to you guys